Spousal abuse. Good times.
There's no ass cocking going on
No ass cocking.
from John Candy, because he's dead. Candy's ghost to try to molest me.
What's the holdup?
Welcome to another exciting episode of What's the Holdup? I'm Zach.
And I'm Heather sometimes.
And sometimes.
Just kidding. I'm Heather.
Should I call you Sybil?
Sybil? Yeah.
You're probably too young to get that joke.
Oh, no, I get it.
No, okay, good.
Thank you.
You fucked up my mojo. Where was I going with that? Oh, and this week, we're going to be blowing a lot of things out of our asses. That's right, we're doing The Great Outdoors.
John Candy.
John Candy.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. My man, Danny Acks.
Danny. Yeah. Oh my god.
Danny X and John Sweetums.
And John Sweet.
Johnny Sweets. Get it?
Aw.
The Candyman. Johnny Sweets. It's also,
Poor dead John.
John Hughes, right? Yeah.
It is.
Poor dead John Witch. They're both dead.
Well, I was talking about John Candy.
What do you think is deader? John Candy, John Hughes, or Dan Aykroyd's career? And Annette Bening. I forgot she was in this movie, too.
Yeah, I forgot.
Alright, hit us up with some deets.
So, let's see. The Great Outdoors, 1988. Ooh, almost 20 years. Just shy. Just shy of 20
we should've
years.
waited.
I know, we should have fucking waited. What
babe?
assholes we are.
I love you, but I think you mean 30 years?
30 years, yes.
20 years would have been 2008.
Correct.
Thank you.
I am,
Thank y'all.
again, an asshole.
Moonshots.
Just a giant asshole. Anyway.
Just a vagina asshole? What?
Just a giant asshole.
I thought you
A
said
vagina
just a
asshole.
vagina asshole.
Yeah, that too. So it's PG. Cool.
Yeah, would that be a vagina that you poop out of?
That's
or
gross.
would it be an asshole that you stick dicks in?
I will have to,
Actually, wouldn't it just be a cloaca?
sure.
You know what
Yeah.
that is, right?
Yes, I do.
That's what birds have.
Thank you.
And they...
I know.
No, I'm saying,
and
explaining for the
alligators
audience.
And crocodiles and shit.
Yeah, they shit and piss and drop eggs out of the same hole.
Yes, they do.
It's pretty nasty.
A Chicago man's hope for a peaceful family vacation in the woods is shattered when the annoying in-laws drop in.
That's the Chicago way.
Stop.
You've never even seen The Untouchables. Shut up.
I don't care. No, but I know Sean. Like I've seen Sean Connery in movies.
But I know who Sean Connery is.
Yeah.
I have seen Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And you, sir, are no Sean Connery.
And you, sir, are butchering Sean Connery. Every time you do
Right
it.
now in our bed. I've
Yes.
got like a hacksaw and like...
He's just bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
He's bleeding
Oh yeah,
out.
he's bleeding out. I'm trying to tie a tourniquet as we speak, but there's arterial spray just
And he is old.
mucking up my face.
So his poor old veins are just not,
Yeah, it's less
working for
blood and it's more like red dust.
basically.
Just hitting me in the face.
Yeah.
And he's like...
It's actually white. He's an android. He died a long time ago.
Yeah, and he's just
a replacement.
giving me lip as I'm
Connery.
doing it, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you little pansy! I can cut off a leg better than that."
Oh my god. You ready for the tagline?
Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
Raccoons, furry friends, or masked menace? I don't understand.
I understand it in context of the movie, but I don't
Yeah.
know why. So The Great Outdoors, nobody ever talks about this film. I feel like
Yeah.
it's a forgotten, like, lost John Hughes, John Candy classic.
I don't remember anything about it.
Well, actually, I'm not sure if it is a classic. We'll watch it.
Yeah.
You know, are we ever gonna do something that you do remember?
You know,
I feel like
there's just
the
so
beginning
many
part of the
things.
show is a little one-sided.
I know, and I'm sorry.
That's
There's
okay.
just like what happens is my brain just gets filled with stuff, and it just like leaks out of my ears and never returns. Like, I know I've seen this movie before. I know I have.
Well,
but I don't remember anything about it.
Lucky you. My mind is like a steel trap. You done made me forget what I was saying.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, I know. So the great outdoor... Yeah, it's because your stupid bullshit is so fucking convoluted that by the end of it, I'm just as dumb as you. I'm like, wow, what?
Thanks. You just called me dumb on our podcast.
I did call you dumb on our podcast.
Who's the asshole now?
Me. But also you know. For putting me through with it.
I'm
Did
sorry.
I say for putting me through with it?
Yep.
Oh, we
dumbass.
have...
Double dumbass on you.
Double dumbass on you.
He just hit me.
We have fun. Good times. Anyways.
Just kidding, he didn't really hit me. Well, he did, but in a playful way.
I was just kidding about us having fun.
Yeah.
And about it being good times.
Good times. Spousal abuse. Good times.
Just... Spousal abuse.
Sean Connery really is here.
Right about now, I wish I could, like, remember the Good Times theme song, but I can't, so
yeah,
I'm not going to sing it. So you
dodged a bullet.
You dodged a bullet there. Anyways,
don't remember.
The Great
Sorry. Anyway, so The Great Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors.
Dan Aykroyd, John Candy. I love John Candy. I miss him.
John Candy and his family go camping in like a cabin or something. Not in a tent. I know that. I think they have like a cabin or something. Dan Aykroyd is his brother-in-law. And he shows up, and because I believe Dan Aykroyd is the one married to Annette Bening. I can't remember John Candy's wife, and I believe they're sisters. And so the brother-in-law is kind of Dan Aykroyd's kind of a scam artist type thing.
Great.
And he's always asking for stuff, and that's why John Candy doesn't want him there. And he has two weird little redhead twin girls or boys, I forget. But so he's kind of a dick and all that. And basically, he antagonizes John Candy through most of it. And basically, John Candy is the brunt of, all the jokes and everything.
Yeah.
And hilarity ensues.
Uh-huh.
No, a couple of the things I specifically remember are, the aforementioned raccoons are always stealing shit. And they talk with subtitles. That was a big part of the movie. The raccoons have subtitles and they talk about people.
Interesting.
There's a bear with no with no hair on its ass, I believe, or something. It's this so it's like this not mythical, but this known legendary bear in the woods, and I want to say he's either bald or he's got no hair on his ass or something.
Jesus
I forget which. He might be bald on both ends, but there's a big thing with that. And then because it attacks near the end, those two, I remember those two things. There's a famous part where John Candy eats like a 92-ounce steak at one of those things where it's like, if you can eat this, everyone eats free. And I remember at the end, there's a big contention because he didn't eat the gristle. And so, he fights with the manager about that. I remember that part's funny. I'm trying to think what else. The biggest memory that I have of this movie will be hard to explain to our younger audience members. Nowadays, if you watch a rated R movie, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, called, the 80s, and, some in the 90s too, but mostly the 80s. Once a movie had left the movie theater, there were 3 ways that you could watch it, alright? You could either watch it on HBO type premium cable.
Yep.
Okay, we would watch it unedited, exactly how it was in the theater. You could watch it, but then you still only get to see it whenever,
when it was on. Yeah.
You could watch it on video if you were lucky enough to rent it. Or, because not everybody had cable, and even, I would say in the late 80s, not everyone had a VCR, there was still a lot of money to be had. The major networks like ABC, NBC, and
Yeah.
Fox and all that, would buy, and even some affiliate ones, like Channel 56 or TTV 38, where we were, would buy movies to show, and it was like a big deal. Like, I remember the first time, like, I remember there was a bidding war to get the original Star Wars, and it was an ABC, like, Sunday night event and everything, and, you know, it used to be a big deal, for regular networks to have, you know, the network premiere of, because again, not everybody had cable, not everybody had access to the films. So, where am I going with this? Alright, so, it's a little bit less stringent now, but for the most part, anybody listening to this knows if you're watching one of the major networks, not on cable, not streaming, just regular old, you know, NBC, ABC, CBS, or Fox, what they can and cannot say is much different than what they can say on cable. And so, if a movie had, like, they would do ridiculous things. Now, this movie's PG, so they didn't have to change a lot, but they would do ridiculous things, like, they would show Pulp Fiction on, like, regular TV on a network, or Alien, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
So, they would have to cut so much out.
Yeah.
One of the other cool things, I'm going off on a tangent, but this is interesting. One of the other cool things is, again, before DVD and whatnot, when special editions and deleted scenes weren't that available, one of the cool things that the networks used to do is if they had a movie where they had to cut certain stuff out, they would actually put in scenes that weren't on the video and that weren't in the theatrical. Like, they would actually put in deleted scenes.
Right.
Weird, but true. Anyway, so to get around the language thing and whatnot, nowadays, on the rare occasion that you do watch something like that, it's mostly now you'd be watching it on, say, something like FX or something, so they wouldn't have to bleep much. Maybe just the F word, pretty much.
Yeah.
So nowadays they probably usually just bleep it. Or they do that weird thing where they just have the audio cut out.
Yeah.
Back in the day, though, they used to redub it with different things, and it would almost never match up. So one of the most famous ones is for Die Hard, Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. For Snakes on a Plane, there's I want these Monday through Friday. No, I want these
monkey fighting snakes.
Thank you. I want these monkey fighting snakes off this Monday to Friday train. One of my plane. Thank you. One of my personal favorites is the network version of Jackie Brown, where Samuel Jackson says "My Nubian."
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Just so that you get the gist. So, one of my most vivid memories of the Great Outdoors is there is a part where everybody starts talking about blowing things out their ass. All right. So it's like the kid says to the I think like the dad says to Dan Aykroyd something like, "Oh, go blow it out your ass." And then the kid's like, "No, you," or the mother says to her sister, like, "No, you should go blow it out your ass." And one of the kids says, you know, maybe you should all go blow it out your ass or something. And then the mother says something like, "Nobody's blowing anything out their ass." It's just a whole, like, back and forth thing. Like, ass blow.
It's a lot of ass
like
blowing.
One of those John Hughes things, sort of like the fuck scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but obviously less bad. But they still couldn't say, they can say ass on network TV now, I believe, but they couldn't back then.
Right.
So, what I loved whenever this movie was on as a child was, "You can go blow it out your kazoo." "Why don't you go blow it out your kazoo?" "Nobody's blowing anything out there, kazoo." I really hope I can find this on YouTube because I'm going to put the clip at the end. But it made such an impression, it just stuck in my head. So every time I think of the Great Outdoors, I think, "You can blow it out your kazoo." Because it just switched to this other voice that was nothing like, it didn't match up at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, I hope that long story was worth it.
Blow it out your kazoo.
Oh, yeah, I gotta find it first. But, yeah. So, anyways, that's my biggest memory of it.
That's great.
Yeah, I don't really remember much else other than those things. Like I said, I don't remember it being very bad. I don't know why nobody really talks about it. Maybe it just kind of fell through the cracks. I don't know, because and we'll find out when we watch it. I don't particularly remember it like being, like a really bad movie or anything. In fact, I remember liking it quite a bit when I was a kid, but I don't know. So you don't remember anything about the movie, huh?
I don't really. I remember them being in the cabin, and I actually do remember the part you were talking about with the like blowed out your ass.
Yeah,
like I remember that. I
want to say like Dan Aykroyd's name was Roland or something.
Let me see. Let me look here.
Roland, the headless Thompson guy.
Roman.
Oh, that was close.
You were very close.
That was close. Roman Holiday with a fucking neck there. What's her name? Neck. Audrey Hepburn.
With a neck?
She's got the fucking giraffe neck.
Holy
Have you ever
shit.
seen that? She's got that really long, slender neck.
Oh my god. I love you.
At least she's not like her fucking sister with her fucking shaky head and everything. Norman, you old poop. Fucking Katharine Hepburn. Hope she dies.
Oh, wow.
She did die, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I think Audrey Hepburn's dead too. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie with Audrey Hepburn in it. Everybody always talks about how great she is. But seems like the less slutty Marilyn Monroe.
That's fun.
What? Being the less slutty Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah.
Is it though? Some would say that's actually sounds like a lot less fun.
I know.
Just kidding.
Oh, boy.
I don't even mean that in a derogatory sense. Marilyn Monroe, I mean, it's well documented, and I think she herself said, I mean, she knew what her strength was, and she used it to get what she wanted. No shame in that whatsoever, because it was on her terms.
Yeah.
She wasn't exploited.
Yeah.
She did what she had to do to get what she wanted, so more power to her. It's got weird. Anyways, let's go fucking watch The Great Outdoors. The Great Outdoors. Oh god. Alright, let's just fucking watch this shit.
Yes, let's go watch this.
Cox.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that just meant.
Either.
I don't know what I said. I didn't say anything. Shut up.
Yay, John Candy.
Good night. Huh?
I said, yay, John Candy.
When I said cock my ass, it made you think of John Candy?
No,
that's
you were
fucked up.
saying goodbye, so I was saying, yay, John Candy.
Okay. I think you were saying you want John Candy to cock my ass.
To cock your ass? Well, he's dead. It's gonna be kind of hard.
Wait. What was... Wait, explain yourself.
You said, I think you're saying I want John Candy to cock my ass.
Yeah,
so
what was the...
cock your ass?
Your ass? Whose ass did you want me to be referring to?
Because you physically said cock my ass.
Yes.
Like your own ass.
Yes, I know I physically said it. I opened my mouth, the air got pushed in.
But you said my, meaning yourself.
Right.
So...
And the way you emphasize it is if you were to say, like, your ass? No, but another ass, maybe.
Well, I mean, I said, yeah, sure.
It's alright, you want John Candy to cock your ass? That's fine.
No, he can't.
There's no ass cocking going on
no ass cocking.
from John Candy, because he's dead.
Because he is dead. He's
ass
dead
cocking from beyond the grave!
Yeah, long time. Haunted by the ghost of John Candy.
Who?
Us, apparently.
Are we?
Now we are.
Oh, shit. Did you know that if you go in the bathroom and shut the lights off and stare in the mirror and say John Candy 3 times, he appears and cocks your ass? And then he makes you watch fucking Camp Candy. Alright, we're done here.
This is Chet.
You remember me, Chet Ripley?
How you doing? This is his family.
You can run around here naked as a bear and not worry about running into anybody.
This is Roman.
What a gas.
This is his family.
I'm waiting for their heads to rotate around and vomit pea soup.
They're about to spend 1 week together in the great outdoors.
We weren't invited.
Ah, they'll be tickled to death to see us.
Who invited them anyway?
But this is no holiday.
The man is an ass.
This is war.
You wouldn't know a good time if it fell out of the sky, landed on your face, and started to wiggle.
Are you going to argue, or are you going to enjoy yourself?
Dan Aykroyd. John Candy. The Great Outdoors. outdoor fun for the whole family.
That had to hurt.
And we are back from watching The Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, shit. I should have said we're back inside. Beep. And we're back. We've come back indoors from The Great Outdoors.
Huh?
No, I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't funny. Whatever. So, Heather, what did you think of
The Great Outdoors?
The Great Outdoors?
It's okay. It was interesting.
I now have a better understanding of why no one talks about it anymore.
Yeah.
Not so much a forgotten John Hughes classic as I remembered it being.
Yeah. Like, it's not awesome.
No, it's really not.
Which is sad, because you would think, like, you know, John Candy and Dan Aykroyd together
would be great, yeah.
Fucking phenomenal.
Well, you would think that, but let's see, the only other movie I could think of with the two of them in it is Nothing But Trouble, and that's not very well regarded either.
No,
so,
it's not.
yeah, no, maybe...
No, but just the fact that they're, like, at the time, anyway, they were, like, two comedy gold mines.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Like, I don't know, Dan Aykroyd being weird rich dude was kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't know how I felt about that. I mean, John Candy was fine.
He was funny, yeah.
He was fine.
He always is. I gotta say, though, what do I gotta say? I gotta say it.
You gotta say it. I got something to say.
I gotta say, it definitely wasn't as funny as I thought it would be. Well, like, first of all, there wasn't much setup for the premise.
No.
It was, you know, John Candy and his family showing up, and then maybe
like,
5
yay.
minutes later, they show up at the cabin, and then 5 minutes later, Dan Aykroyd shows up. He's like, "Oh, we weren't invited, surprise!"
Surprise!
I was like, wow, they really jumped right into it. Like, most movies would have a little more setup. So, at first, I was like, oh, that's great. Like, they didn't waste our time. They just jumped right into it. And then I was like, I actually wouldn't have minded a little bit more.
How fucking weird is it
setup.
that Annette Bening there is letting her husband, like, film...
Yeah, that was kind of fucked
her
up.
sister and brother-in-law getting in the groove, like,
yeah. Okay, so let's discuss this part of the movie.
Letting the girls watch it.
Let's discuss. Let's time out. Let's
time out. Okay.
Rewind. Go back. So,
yeah, gotta happen.
I don't want to get caught up in the whole "it's a different time" and being too prudish. And
no, this
whatever,
is stupid.
But no. I was prefacing because I was about to start somewhere earlier than what you were talking about.
Okay.
John Candy, in one of the nicest ways possible, but it still doesn't change the fact that John Candy does not want to take no for an answer from his wife.
Right.
He is very much pressuring her into sex.
Please.
Well, not just that, but he's starting, like, to, you know, unzip her shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go so far as to call it assault, but, you know, it was kind of like,
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It was.
But then she got into it.
Right. No, that's why I'm saying I wouldn't call it. It's not like
it's...
she, like, flat out screams at him, like, no.
Right.
I mean, you know, but it was just, he was so pervasive. And then, so it's, you know, it's a PG movie. And we all know that PG in the 80s was pretty much, you either got PG or R. So anything less than, you know, squirting fountains of blood and, you know, and full frontal nudity and full on fucking, then, you know, it's PG.
Right.
So, you know, I was a little surprised at first when he was like undoing her bra and removing it. Of course, you know, they show her back, so it's not like you're seeing anything, but still, he's holding her bra, you know, off his finger. And then, Dan Aykroyd comes in camera going, and his wife's just standing there with him, and his two twin children, two twin girls, and they're just watching.
What, like 7?
Yeah, and they're just watching Dan Aykroyd, and, they're just watching John Candy and his wife, like, about to have sex.
Yeah.
Like, he's holding her fucking bra, and she's naked,
yeah.
half naked, and and he's, filming it, and you're right, like, Annette Bening's just like,
hey guys!
like, what's going through her head? Like, oh, look at that, my sister's tits, girls, look at your aunt's tits!
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, look, my sister's about to get it on with her husband, let's...
Yeah. Shh, be very quiet, be quiet, they won't know we're here.
Yeah. Surprise! What the fuck?
And then he still doesn't stop filming right away. I don't know, that was weird.
No, and then he keeps going.
Yeah, that was definitely...
That was fucked up.
That was kind of fucked up, yeah.
Not funny.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually not funny at all.
That's, yeah.
It
that
wouldn't.
wasn't funny.
I don't think it would have even have been funny in 1988. Like, that was just not funny.
Yeah.
No, that was weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, exactly. It's not even a question of, like, it being creepy or it just, you're right, it just doesn't play as funny. Right, it plays as creepy.
It's creepy and not funny.
It just doesn't play as
Not
funny.
Anti-funny.
Anti-funny, yes. So there was that. You mean serious? No, never mind.
No,
you're right. There's a difference between anti-funny.
Yeah.
Never mind. Forget it. Scratch that. Blap.
Blap.
Blap. Is blap the new beep? I don't know.
Blap.
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 We'll cut that. Blap. Blap is the new fap.
Oh my god.
The blappening.
The blap. Wow.
Wednesdays on NBC. Blappish.
Oh no. God. Anyway.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, so it started out like
time.
not funny.
Yeah, it started out not that funny, and then from there, I mean, it just didn't get super funny. Like, it was such a it was like, it was almost kind of like the part of Christmas Vacation, also written by John Hughes, where Uncle Eddie's there, but that's the whole movie? And instead of being
like
dirt poor and obnoxious, Uncle Eddie's rich and obnoxious.
Yeah.
Or pretending to be rich, whatever.
Right.
But still, they clearly were well off at some point. So it's just kind of, I don't know, it felt like a really tired formula, and I mean, I don't know if it would be considered tired. It just felt very, okay, that's all there is to it. Just every time the dad wants to do something, the obnoxious uncle wants to do something, like, oh no, we can't get a nice safe pontoon boat, we gotta get a rocket boat. We can't do that, it just, it was like been there, done that a million times. Yeah. And I'm sure even in 1988 it was like hackneyed. I'm sure it's one of those things where John Hughes was probably like, oh, I want to write about my experience camping, or camping with my parents on vacation when I was a kid, and then for whatever reason was like, but I gotta add something funny to it, so how about Dan Aykroyd's a jackass, and he comes there and terrorizes John Candy. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't particularly funny.
But they forgive him because he's been lying to his entire family and being a shyster for like 2 years.
No, that was
Let's
fucked
forgive
up
him.
too.
Though.
Like, I hope that like the next part of that is like
he just
his
tried
wife
to rob
leaves
me,
him.
but I'm gonna let him live in my house now.
Yeah, that.
What?
Yeah, that was really. That's
like,
not how
I know
that really
family's
played
family, but
it would have been like, no, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
like your wife can live with us and the children,
yeah.
but you can't. Yeah. Well, because she would. The reason she'd be living there is because she would have left him.
Yeah.
Like, he lied to her.
And then there was, like, some really, like, cheesy subplot of, like...
Raccoons.
No, the raccoons were probably the funniest part of the movie.
See, I was gonna say, I didn't find it funny. When I was a kid, I found it funny.
Part. That's what I'm saying.
But, like, this, I didn't like how they had their own music every time they came there, like, bah, 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 boom, boom.
Oh, yeah.
And, like...
No, I was talking about the teenager.
With
the love interest.
Well, since I'm on it, let me just finish with the raccoon.
Sorry.
Like, no, you started. I apologize. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, while I'm already there with the raccoons, I remembered it being funnier because they're subtitled. That's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. But it was all like it wasn't so much jokes as it was like not to sound like Mr. Prude, but it was just arbitrary vulgarity, kind of like they put rocks on the garbage cans. Oh, what are they, some kind of assholes? Don't they know that we're gonna spread that shit all over their house anyway? Something just stupid. It was like, oh, I guess it's funny because the raccoons called them assholes. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, it was dumb.
But yeah, so I'm sorry. Talk about the teenage subplot.
Oh, so, of course, it's a John Hughes movie. There has to be some sort of angsty teenage something or other. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, the oldest kid there, what was his name, Buck?
Sure.
Yeah, Buck.
I think it was Buck.
He finds, like, a cute girl.
Funny thing, the sequel to this movie, he is grown up and is now being played by John Candy. And has two young nieces and one nephew of his own.
All right. So, he, like, sees this cute girl and decides, like, oh, well, I'm gonna get a girlfriend this week. And, like, they have this weird thing where she's like, no, I don't date turds. Except, I guess you.
Did you say I don't date turds?
Yeah, turds. No, tourists.
Oh, tourists. I was like, you don't date turds? Well, no,
this happens to me every summer. Oh my god. But then she does anyway.
And how tired was that
Like, how
plot? The whole, like,
tired.
we're on vacation and we can live a relationship for, like, a week. Like, I've seen on the Wonder Years. I've seen it on everything. Like, ugh.
Over and over again.
And then they waste their fucking time because she's mad at him because he couldn't, like, she knows he's there with his family. So she shouldn't be that mad at him. I mean, he had a good excuse. He was watching his dad eat a fucking 96-ounce steak.
That was gross.
I know.
That was fucking gross.
So, all you have to do is be like, babe, I was watching my dad eat a 96-pound steak.
Yeah, except he couldn't find her.
Yeah, and then it's like, and she knows, so then she just wastes the next 2 days that he does have.
Yeah.
And sees him for like an hour on the last day. It's totally stupid.
And they just, like, make out. It's like, okay.
I don't leave you jealous.
We did not need this subplot.
Lovesick and blah, 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 blah.
Didn't need it.
Yeah, that definitely
it was
could
so
have
out
cut
of
out.
place.
Yep, just shoehorned in there.
Just completely shoehorned in there. I'm just like, what?
Agreed.
What is going on here? This is dumb. So
pretty much.
Yeah.
The part with the leeches was kind of dumb too, because
yeah, that was gross.
So this is one of those movies where, like, how there's the one end of the spectrum where it's a comedy where, any ridiculous thing can happen.
Yep.
So, like, and I don't mean just, like, the airplane or scary movie type movies, but there's other movies, like, say something like, Hot Tub Time Machine, or something where, like, ridiculous things that aren't realistic can happen, even if it's not an all-out parody. And then you have the other end of the spectrum with things like, I don't know, like, say, Clerks or something like that, where it's just a set in real life thing, there's no fantastical elements or whatever. I'm going a long way around explaining this, but, so, this movie was obviously one of those movies where even if something, again, like Christmas Vacation, okay, like, so the thing where he's on the metal, sleddy saucery thing, right?
The saucer.
I mean, that's a little bit out of the, the ordinary, but other than that, no laws of physics are being broken in the movie and whatnot.
Right.
It adheres to the normal. So with this same thing there's just the one scene where, with the leeches, I'm like, this makes no sense. They're there, and they have leeches for bait. They all fall asleep, and they wake up with leeches all over them.
Yeah. All of them fall asleep.
Leeches don't swarm. It's not like the leeches were like, oh shit, they're asleep, now's our chance. Get them!
Yeah. Well, the other thing about that is,
that didn't make
why
any
would
sense.
they all be asleep?
And they all fell asleep, right?
All of them. What did a magical sleep fairy come around and just like, all of you sleep?
Well, no, clearly.
All at
Oh yeah,
once.
it was the fucking Sandman from Ghostbusters. It was like, now you'll sleep, and the leeches will feast. I have a good deal going with the leeches. I give them blood, and they come to my son's dance recital.
Oh my god.
Billy can't ever get anyone else to come to his recitals.
Even me.
Even me. I'm too fucking busy making people sleep. I'm the goddamn Sandman. So I say, Billy, I will cater to this stupid whim you have dancing around like a little fairy, but I'm not gonna come watch it. You can have leeches watch you.
Oh my god.
And he's like, okay. are they, like, you know, human-sized leeches with actual intelligence that can clap and sit? And I'm like, no, they're fucking leeches, moron! I'm going to put literal leeches on the fucking chairs, and you'll like it. Or you can stop dancing and get a real job.
Oh, man.
You fucking douche. Yeah, so anyways, no, clearly, it wasn't the Sandman. Clearly the leech is like a...
recording?
It better fucking be.
Oh, it's all the way down there. Okay, I'm sorry.
Whew.
Jesus fuck.
No, it's... oh, my heart. No, clearly the leeches, like, drugged them. They're like, oh, fuck, now's our chance. Let's put some...
Millions of leeches. Leeches for me.
No, clearly the leeches, like, slipped him a Mickey or something. They're like, oh, shit. Did you bring the Cosbys?
Oh.
Put it in the drinks. And then they're like, oh, now's our chance. Swarm their faces.
No, but seriously, I want to know how, like, all of them fell asleep all at once, just like that.
I guess the joke is because they got up so early.
Yeah, they got up early, but they...
Even that wasn't
But they
super
docked
early.
themselves.
They left at 5:30, so I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, that's early, but it's not like...
They fucking got to shore.
Yeah.
So they're on shore, like, the boat is on shore, and they can't manage to walk up to
we
the
made it to shore.
fucking cabin. Made it to shore. Good night.
It was just a really fucking stupid joke. It was really
Close your
bad.
eye. Can I say it?
What?
You had something on your eye. Like, close your eye.
What was it? If it's a leech, I'm gonna be very upset.
No, it's like that black stuff from the cup.
Oh god, get it? Did you get it?
I'm trying.
Just use your thumbnail if you have this exciting television right now. Radio, pod, whatever.
No, because you keep making your eyes smaller.
Tiny squintums.
God damn it, tiny squintums.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to use
It's still
tiny
there,
squintums.
fuck it.
Just get it.
I can't. It's in the folds of your eye.
Okay, what is... Alright, we're pausing, hold on.
I really can't.
Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Tiny Squintums fixed his eyes. Alright, so, anyways, what were we talking about?
The leeches.
Yes, the
And how
leeches.
dumb that part was.
And that part was dumb.
That part was dumb. Just everything was dumb.
It should have been called The Dumb Outdoors.
For real.
Or The Great Out Dumb.
The great out dumb. I like that.
Thank you. So I'm afraid to touch this stuff.
Right?
Ugh. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, so...
So yeah, there was like nothing super like...
Nothing like stands
great.
out.
Yeah.
You know, I understand how this movie got forgotten. It's not really spectacular. It's not like offensively bad or anything.
No, but
just
it's
not great. I mean, I don't know. I get to hear Dan Aykroyd call himself Mr. Thick Dick, which is pretty funny. Time to introduce Mr. Thick Dick to Mr. Urinal Cake. So that was interesting.
That was a thing that happened.
Mr. Thick Dick. Oh, Roman Craig. I thought he kept saying
Craig.
Roman Crane.
No. No, it was Roman Craig.
The blow it out your ass thing was there, like I remembered it.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was a thing.
What did you say that it's
Blow it out your kazoo.
Oh, the kazoo. Yeah.
I will find that.
See, that would have been really funny.
Right?
If that were like the actual part of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. No such luck. Just the spin cycle joke. That was a little funny, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a joke about women masturbating by sitting on washing machines.
Oy.
That's another old thing that you used to see a lot in like movies, but you don't really hear anymore as like a joke.
Right.
The old sitting on the washing machine. Get off. Gag. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to talk about the movie. I do miss it. Did really remind me though how much I miss John Candy.
Oh, absolutely. Miss John Candy forever.
Had such an effortless comedic styling.
I know.
Now for the comedic stylings of Jonathan Candy. Yeah, I've never looked up his Candy his real last name. No. Or was he just like, oh, I'm 400 pounds because I love candy, so I'll call myself John Candy. I'm sorry, that's rude.
He's gonna come haunt you.
Oh God, I don't want the ghost of John Candy to haunt me. Ooh, I hope he doesn't sit on... Can ghosts be fat? Will they weigh a lot?
Probably not.
I hope he doesn't, like, sit on me. Or even worse, what if he makes me sit on him? What if he makes me sit on his lap? And he's like, oh, hey, it's me, Ghost John Candy. Sit on my lap. I don't really want to, Mr. Candy. Do it, or I'll possess you. Okay. I'm on. Am I on your lap? I can't tell. You're a ghost. And he's like, yeah, you're there.
God.
I got a shiny quarter for you, but you got to reach into my ghost pocket and get it. And I'd be like, I feel very uncomfortable, Mr. Candy.
Jesus Christ.
I need an adult. I am an adult. Yeah, I need a living adult. Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
No.
I wouldn't want John Candy's ghost to try to molest me.
Yeah.
That sounds like a not fun thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun at all.
No, it doesn't. Want to read some reviews?
Yeah, but you know what I would like before that, though? I would like Jennifer Jason Leigh to make, like, a commercial where she's like, this is John Candy's ghost. This is John Candy's ghost trying to molest you. Any questions? I'm totally gonna put in a cricket sound effect.
Please do.
That sounds more
That's
like a
frog.
Never mind.
That's totally a frog.
Maybe I'll put fribbits then. Yeah,
Fribbits.
okay. Fribbits. Fribbits.
Fribbits.
Fribbits. Okay, fribbits? You want me to fribbits?
Fribbit?
Wait, no.
Fribbits?
Fribbits. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Tiny
okay.
fribbits?
Tiny fribbits in the wine. Make me feel happy. They make me shine.
Alright, well, I'll read mine.
Alright, so you read your review first. We finally found a bad review. I'm so excited.
Yay!
It's all mine.
Alright, so this one is all the stars.
Okay.
It says classic by Jim's a Stud in 2004.
Well, you know.
Yeah. This is one of the best comedies, comedy is spelled with 2 M's, ever made. I love the humor, camaraderie, hatred, envy, period, everything, period. This is one movie that you could watch 1,000 times and never get sick of it. John Candy is a true genius, and I wish he were still around to make us all laugh. Great movie, and if you have a problem with that, don't sing it, bring it.
Don't sing it, bring it?
Don't sing it, bring it.
What the fuck is that?
I don't have a fucking clue.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I don't agree with, like, any of this, except for the John Candy is a true genius and I wish
But you
he
don't
were
believe
still around.
that if you want to fight about it, you should sing it instead of bringing it?
No. I
Or
don't.
vice
I
versa.
also don't agree that Jim is a stud.
Well, I
Just
don't
want to go on record.
Alright, well, I have, where'd it go?
Do it.
I have Not So Great by Sean Watson. I know, right?
This was last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Having not seen this movie since I was about 8, I looked forward to a forgotten John Candy Aykroyd classic and a sharp script by John Hughes. God, I feel like I could have written this. As an adult, though, I was bitterly disappointed at how feeble and unimaginative this lame comedy is. It barely just manages to be a complete film, and comes across as a haphazard collection of possible scenes from an abandoned Griswold vacation movie squished together in no real order. That's right, when we were watching it, I even said that. I was like, it's just a bunch of scenes, there's no plot.
Right.
Chet is a family man who wants to bond with... Oh, sorry. That's the wrong thing, because it went back to the top, because it's fucking stupid. I hate technology. Okay, John Candy is an earnest, bigger-than-life dad who takes his wife and 2 sons into the wilderness for a fun time in a log cabin. When they get there, they are promptly interrupted by pompous brother-in-law Dan Aykroyd, in a reverse Cousin Eddie role, who... I even said that! Holy shit! Who imposes himself into every situation with his arrogant demeanor. There's no conflict. It's a setup that barely develops and barely resolves. Meanwhile, a bunch of side gags occur, and some extremely poor slapstick scenes make up the majority of the running time. A teen romance plot is shoehorned in there. Holy fuck, I could have written... wow.
I think you wrote this.
But I know, right? But has no real effect on anything. But I don't mind, as it features jailbait Lucy Deakins, who is super cute. What? That's...
I don't
okay,
know.
glossing over.
Yep.
Absolutely none of this appears to be in any pre-planned order. Characters warp across the place, switch outfits, warp back, and switch to previous outfits. Wait, well, I didn't notice that. I didn't notice any warping going on.
That's funny.
Did he fall asleep and wake up and Star Trek was on?
Warp
And he's
whistles?
like, what the fuck? Oh fuck, he's got the frog suit on in this scene, but then the scene
Son of
before,
a
I swear to
bitch.
God, he was a fucking tanuki. Sorry. No scene relates to another, and nothing properly interconnects. Some shots appear to be sped up, and a couple of smaller scenes are obviously shot in a soundstage, compete with interior echo and noticeable folds in the painted backdrop. I forgot about that. Remember I even said that?
When they went fucking fishing.
Yeah, and you could tell that there was like a curtain with just like woods painted on it. Oh, God.
That was so funny.
Ugh. Complete with interior echo and noticeable folds in the painted backdrop, instead of actually on location. It makes me think that they realized the movie was underrunning when thrown together and reshot some extra crap to make it longer. And eyeball-rolling karaoke credits, were these ever popular with audiences? Fattens the length to an acceptable 85 minutes before the credits run over black. Forget about this one. It's a misfire from all the talent involved. Your nostalgia for this flick will not hold up.
Oh.
Only gave it 4 stars out of 10. Why did they do that?
He stole
Why
our
can't
line.
it just be... Yeah, I know, right? Now, I was going to let that be it, but while looking, I just found one of the best... okay, this interview... Good night.
Mm-hmm.
This review is barely legible, okay? And the person that wrote it is clearly barely literate. And their screen name is Rabid Halfling. So I have to read this one as well, okay? This is one of John Candy's best. That's debatable. I watched this movie, and then I feel terrible that a great comedian is gone. ... You can have your Kinnison, Farley, etc. But Candy is probably one of the overlooked and slumped into the cheap renters. Candy is probably one of the overlooked and slumped into the cheap renters. The fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
But you know why. This fucking phone. Sorry.
But you know why they used him as the...
Stop. I was doing it. Hold on, let me find it again. It fucking disappeared. Okay. So let me try that again. I watched this movie, and then I feel terrible that a great comedian is gone. ... You can have your Kinnison, Farley, etc. But Candy is probably one of the overlooked, and slumped into the cheap renters. ... What the fuck does that mean? But you know why they used him in the lead in so many... ... Because he was a kindly looking man and was a kindly looking man and was from what I have read of him... ... And this is probably the pinnacle of the greatness of Candy. And the whole bear scene steals the whole show. I just wish all the Canadian actors / comedians didn't have to go south... ... Come on, Canadian cinema, drop the docudrama and work with our funny bones... ... We are wasting our real natural resource here... ... Again, best Candy flick of all, IMHO.
Wow.
So, I just want to quickly go back to, because he is / was a kindly looking man. This was written after John Candy died, obviously. The is / was? So is he saying there is, he, in his ample coffin, he's still a very kindly looking man, is he?
Yes, totally.
Has this rabid halfling been to the grave of John Candy,
And
taking a crowbar, dug him up, pried open the lid.
Yes.
Like, he still looks pretty kindly.
He probably has.
He probably has. Oh, Jesus fuck. Oh, that's shitty.
Yeah.
So, Heather, what say you? Dost this film holdeth up, if, m'lady?
I don't, it can't hold up if it didn't hold up in the first, if it wasn't good in the first place.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't think this movie was ever good.
I don't know. I mean, I
watching it now,
to remember it a little more affectionately, but watching
Really?
it now, it's really not a great movie.
No,
so I guess
does
it
not
should
hold
just
up.
stay buried in the 80s where it belongs. Yeah.
Basically.
Well, yeah, that's depressing.
yeah,
I love
it's
John
just-
Candy.
I know.
I love my candy.
I know. I love John Candy. I love Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
They're both great, but
Yeah.
no.
That's true. But not in this film.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
No, something went amiss with this film.
Something went horribly wrong
Yeah.
with this film. It just, bottom line, it feels like nobody gave their all.
Yeah.
Feels like everybody's half-assing it.
Yeah.
Feels like John Hughes half-assed it with the script.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like Aykroyd and Candy are half-assing it with their performances. And again, these guys don't have to try super hard to be funny. I mean, they're funny.
They are funny.
But in the movie, they're not at their best funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd have to say the same. I'm sorry, going back, another fucking totally superfluous thing, like the leech thing or like the girl subplot. The guy that got struck by lightning.
Oh, I know.
Well, here's why that bothers me. It's not a particularly funny joke.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't play it very funny. And it really has no bearing on the movie later on at all.
Not really.
It's really there for no reason.
Yeah, it's just to, like, very briefly set up the fact that, like, oh, there's a bad storm coming.
Yeah.
Like,
which they easily could have found out another way.
Like, yeah.
Why go through the trouble of having, like, a scene where they meet a guy who's been hit by lightning, like, 67 times or whatever?
And you know what's funny about that? They don't see him running.
No, they don't.
We see him.
Right.
They don't see him running.
Right.
Or getting hit by lightning again.
Exactly. So...
They find out about the storm and stuff on, like, the radio.
Yeah. The Great Outdoors... More like the Great Outboars, because it bores the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess that's it for this week. Next week, we should have a much better time. We're going to be taking a look back at the 90s animated batshit craziness of Aeon Flux.
Woo!
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to see that fucking fly get caught in my lashes.
Yeah.
Gross. So, till next week, this has been What's the Hold Up? And now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Bye.
Bye.
The whole week you'll be here. Okay. Oh, wow. Just something.
So anyway, you're an intelligent man.
Thank you.
Make a good living.
Not bad.
Get a good life.
Pretty good.
Answer me one question.
Sure.
Why the hell would you want to come up to a plant-infested no-man's land like this and live like a barbarian for a week?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
I have great memories of this country when I was a kid, you know, and I used to come up here with my dad, and I want the boys to have the same memories. I would look around you, Roman, for God's sakes. This is beautiful country here. Take a good look.
I'll tell you what I see when I look out there, if you want to know.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I see the underdeveloped resources of northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. I see a syndicated development consortium exploiting over $1.5 billion in forest products. I see a paper mill, and if the strategic metals are there, a mining operation. A greenbelt between the condos on the lake and a waste management facility, focusing on the newest rage in toxic waste, medical refuse. Infected bandages, body parts, IV tubing, contaminated glassware, entrails, syringes, fluid, blood, low-grade radioactive waste, all safely contained, sunken in the lake, and sealed for centuries. Now, I ask you, what do you see?
I just see trees.
Well, no one ever accused you of having the grand vision.
Nope.
Maybe it's all for the best, while the ambitious scramble for wealth and power, the Chet Ripleys of the world are just able to lay back and casually stroll along life's path. I mean that as a compliment.
Oh, thanks.
The rest of us are all probably going to die of heart attacks and strokes long before you.
I hope so. Wouldn't that be great?